Hey, everybody. I think we're popping in here. Let me check my mic. Turn my mic up a little bit because I was a little quiet yesterday. If it's too loud, kind of tell me, but I should be okay. We're in pre show here. We start fairly soon. What we are here doing today, with my messy hair and all, is let me get this adjust a little bit down. Turn it that way a little bit. What we're doing in here today is we fill lot boxes here today. What that means is when the show starts, if you're a product type that you're interested in, let me know. It's important you let me know because chances are I've got something that you want. I have lots of inventory I'm liquidating. Now, we're doing what's really called a loss liquidation. There's no profit in any of this for me. This is me clearing out a warehouse so I can start my next business in there, which I'm all ready to go with. I mean, I'm ready to go. So, instead of just bonfiring and donating everything to charity, and I am doing a little bit of both of that too, I have an enormous amount of products. I was convinced by other sellers. Now, let's hope some of those sellers come in here and start filling boxes. But I was convinced by other sellers that it would be a good idea if I just, instead of getting rid of it all, made sure that other people had the opportunity to make a lot of money. Because there is a lot of opportunity here. And this is how it works. Now, you're going to get a little spiel on that when we start the show. But since we're a little early and we're still waiting for people to come in, I'm going to tell you how it works just myself. You get to hear the little dragon tell you in a little bit. And you can read these things that are scrolling by too. So this is how it works. You come in, you say, I need bedding, or oh, I need toys, or oh, I need household gadgets, whatever it is you need for your store or for yourself. And my employee then runs to the warehouse. It takes him a moment and gets those items while I'm showing you some others. Each item I hold up, I'm going to give a number tonight, just a number. And you need to write that number down, and you need to write down the name of the item, a general name, and write down the price I tell you in the show. It's important you write down the price I tell you in the show because that's the only time that you're going to get that price, and it's going to be very low. For example, if I hold up something that costs me $10, the most I'm going to sell it for is $5. Now, you haven't paid shipping. Shipping's at the end. We do that on purpose because we're filling a box. There's no calculated shipping on each of the individual items. You're buying just as if you were going to a retail store. And then if you want the item, you would put the number that I tell you in the show, the price that I quote you in the show, and a thumbs up, yes, I want, and tell me how many, because some of these are multiple. I have more than one. At the end of the show, or when you're ready to check out, you come on and say, I'm ready to check out. And then what we do is I say, great, put a list of everything that you wanted. Now, we already know because you're telling me as we go along, and my employee is putting your things in a box, or I'm sorting it until he gets back. And then at the end, we double check that everything that you thought you got at the price you thought you got it is in that box. Now, that's easy, right? Still haven't done shipping. But remember now, this is loss liquidation. I want this stuff out of here. You're going to get either an extra little discount when it's time for shipping, depending on what you're getting and the size and what it actually costs to ship. My employee will weigh it and give you Pirate's rate, which is always the lowest cubic or whatever it is. So how do you buy this stuff? Well, it's pretty easy. After we've got your total and after my employee has said, okay, this box, it's got 100 items in it, but they're all real tiny things. I'm able to get it to him for like $10 or $11, whatever he finds out on Pirate shipping. Well, I'm going to look at that box and I'm going to say, they bought $100 worth of stuff. Free shipping, buy $100 box. So you go to the little bit.ly link, which you'll see that in the show come up. And the first thing you do is click on the thing that says get your box. You've been told in the show, you've got a list in the show. You have to make that list one more time, but we'll get to that. So you push the little button. You go to the box size that I told you to buy. In this case, let's say it's a $100 box. You bought $100 worth of stuff. And I didn't increase it because of the shipping, because it was all small. If it's big, it changes. But so it's a $100 box you got to buy. So you just click it and buy it. That's just like a normal store. It's on Strikingly. It's through PayPal. You put your address in, all your shipping information, and all that stuff is going to come to you like a normal business. But here's a little bit of a tip, and then we're going to get going here pretty soon. We're almost time. You just bought a box. That's it. On the store, there's no listing that says the items that are supposed to be in that box. Well, now a lot of people wouldn't care because you've got your video in your Facebook or the chat that says, okay, in this show, this is the arrangements I made. You can screenshot it and all that. But who wants to go through all that drama? Plus, it's a good idea to always verify what you're buying and get it in writing. So I set that up for you. You go back to that same app, the same one you bought the box at, but it's just a different window. You push the little button, and that is Facebook Messenger to my business page. All you do is drop that exact same list that you put in the show with the prices, even though your box price might be different. I might have given you a different discount. Doesn't matter. So you put the list. There's my list of 100 items or 5 items that I have 100 of, however that works out, in that little chat window. After I ship your box and I see the tracking's going, I make sure that I jump back, or I can do it before, it's whenever. I just make sure after your box is sealed up and it's out the door, going out the door, I jump back to the chat where you sent me a message with your list. I will confirm this order or box, which you've already gotten an email and stuff from buying the box, is full of the items that you said that we agreed on, and it's on its way to you. So that is my agreement that the box that you paid for actually has all these items in it. Now, I require that extra step because I'm going to tell you now, and then we're going to get on here. I require that extra step of the little chat thing because I'm a legitimate, honest business person. But I saw someone on Facebook using Facebook listings doing a very similar thing. Theirs was a little more broad. They had listings. They said you got 5 of these, 5 of these, and 5 of these. But a customer came in during their show and said, hey, you gave me the right number of items, but it wasn't 5, 5, and 5. It was 6, 4, and it wasn't the numbers that they had asked for or that they were saying were in the box. Seller didn't give a care. Why? Because the consumer bought that box with, yes, the correct number of items, and he just haphazardly mentioned you get 5 different models, or 5 each of 3 different models, but he didn't send 5 each of 3 different models. He sent just a total number, which was okay. The consumer wasn't that upset, but I started thinking, I was like, well, no, that's not a legitimate sale, because when you buy a listing from any business, the description, the pictures, and everything are there to tell you what you're buying. If you're buying anything else, all you're buying is in the listing. That's why we have the little chat thing where you have a list, and I confirm that the order from that store, that box, contains the items that we agreed for in that chat and in the show. That gives you a nice little screenshotable thing. Let's say you have to file something at the post office. Let's say you get home and a tree limb falls on top of your box and it's just flat as a pancake and it's all full of crystal. Well, I'm not covering it, but your postal carrier will cover it. I'm not eBay, guys. You don't have to screw around with that shipping it back and forth crap. All you got to do is say, you smashed my package. And you take it to the post office and they refund you. How are they going to refund you? Are they going to refund you for an empty box? You have to have that list with the confirmation that those items were in the box that you ordered. And nobody offers that when they do this kind of box lot stuff. I'm not making listings that you just choose what I've already chosen for you. You're filling your own boxes and you're getting it all super cheap. That's what this show does. I've done the extra little footwork to make sure that you are covered and everything is legit. Now we have a little intro that we're going to go into here real quick, and then we're going to get underway. If no one is filling boxes in the show, this is new, and I'm going to announce this again. I'm going to hold up some items and give them a number. If no one's in the show today, because this is a new time and probably no one even knows I'm doing this, but if no one pops in to buy the boxes, I'll hold up a handful of items, and I've gone ahead and I've just convinced myself that I'm going to go ahead and give them an item number and the price that I'm quoting in the show. Remember, this is in the show. The only way you're going to get it at the price that I quote in the show is now. in the show. But if you're watching a replay, you can watch the show and see what you could have got it for in the show. I'm going to take a picture of it, give it a number, same number I give it in the show, maybe, or I might give it a new one in the app. And then from the app, you can build your own box. I'll tell you about that real quick, and then we got to start. We'll be right on time. So from the app, you would send me in that same chat as if you had already bought a box. You'd start in reverse. You'd send me a chat message and say, in your app, I want item number this, 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 and this in these quantities. I will go to the app and adjust any inventory numbers that might be in there. Chances are it'll be just deleting because I'm going to try not to put too many multi-quantity items in that app. And the price is not going to be what it is in the show. It's going to be a few dollars more because I had to make the app and take the pictures and convince the employee to do that. And so that costs money. But I'm doing this because I'm not big enough. I don't have enough followers. No one really knows I'm doing this yet. I don't want to have a show that no one catches, and then they go, damn, I never catch a show, and I never get any good deals. So it won't be as good as live, but I'm going to give you some awesome little deals of things that I bring up while we're waiting for people to bid. If people pop in and I start filling boxes, that's all you're going to see is me filling boxes. We're going to do one section of the show. I'm almost behind schedule. We're going to do one section of the show where I pull out a vintage item. I don't know where my employee is. He's supposed to be here by now. But I'm going to do one item in the show where we pull out a vintage item, and I'm not going to tell you much about it. I'll just show you the information. You look it up. You make me a bid because I'm not selling vintage. This is just a little extra thing for fun. And then if you offer me a bid, I'm going to say, nope, too high, too low. And if we don't agree on a price, it goes right back on my shelf because I'm going to start a Prairie Grit store in January. All right, we are on time. We're going to have this little intro. It plays pretty quick. It's kind of cute, actually. So we're going to do that, and hopefully I will get this done right. So we will be starting here in just a moment. We fill the box in the show. The live show on Wednesday you've got to watch. 1 p.m. Central Time. Every Wednesday. Pop in, make sure you check it out because during the show we fill a box. Once you get to the correct dollar amount, just use the app, click the link, choose the correct size box, and you're good to go. Lots of savings live. Now that you've paid for your box, all you have to do is use the app, send me a chat message, make sure that you include a list of everything you got and the price, even though your lot price will be cheaper. That way I can double check before I send your box and make sure you get everything. All right, everybody. Are we live? Yes, we're live. We're live. Okay, well, this is the very beginning. I make sure I did this right. Yes, this is the very beginning. I did the starting soon. I did the screens. Okay, I'm just making sure that we're all lined up. What we are doing today, people are talking to me. What we are doing today is we're going to try to fill boxes. Now, I know my hair's a mess. I'm sorry, guys. Did not have time to get a shower after working outside. So we're going to try to fill boxes. Hey, Perfect Finds, if you want to fill a box, it's very easy. I've already gone through this, but I'm going to go through it again because no one's popped in yet and asked for any items yet. Hey, Ed. Hey, Philippines is in here today. That's Ed. He does VA work, by the way. If you want to drop your link in for your business, that's not a problem. By the way, any show that I do that is streaming, if you want to drop a link for your business or YouTube page or whatever, that is fine. Do not drop individual listings into my sites unless it is an item I bring up in this show. If you're carrying it, obviously you're going to be charging a lot more money than we're going to be charging in this show. So I have no problem because after I sell out, that might be an opportunity for you to actually make a little sale. Someone might see something that I've sold for $1 and they're like, oh my gosh, that's worth 50 bucks. And you might have it in there online for 30. So if that's the case, if it's an item I have in my show, you are more than welcome to put in an individual listing. Other than that, it just needs to be stores and business pages, and not excessively either. Just the main thing. This is me. This is what I do. Here's the link to my store. Jess. Oh wait. Yeah, just like Perfect Finds, put her website, her business website. Anyone is welcome to do that at any time. Uh, Individual items, you will get in trouble. I will jump all over you because that's just taking advantage and spamming. It's nice enough that I let you put your whole link in there, but just don't take advantage. And as long as no one takes advantage, I will share your items around too. You get in my network. So there's advantages even if you don't buy anything. One thing that I'm going to announce to Perfect Finds, because I don't know if you heard this, my employee's not happy about it. My employee, people are chatting. My employee is not happy about it, but I've decided I'm not big enough in viewers. No one knows I'm doing this yet. I haven't done any ads. I haven't done anything special because this is loss liquidation. This is really for you, not for me, because you're going to save a lot of money here, and I don't care. I'd rather just empty the warehouse. But I'm going to give you guys the chance to make a lot of money. So uh, I've decided that since not everyone's going to be able to catch these live shows at first, I still want you in the live show. That's the only time you're going to get the super mega discount. But I can give you a discount. This is what I'm going to do. If I pull up items and no one puts it in a box, my employee's already toted it out. He already knows what we've got and whatnot. So he's going to take a picture after the show. Now, the price that he's going to put, and it's going to be in the app, not in any listing anywhere. It's going to be in the app. He's going to give it a number and a price and a quantity. You can buy one or all. Um, that will be available for you to create a list in the app and send it to me as a message. And then we'll get back with you with the box weight and size and tell you what size box to get. You are not going to save as near as much money as you would if you got your butt into the live show. And that's where I want to do this. I want to fill your boxes with what you want. I don't want to spend time taking pictures of things that didn't get bid on so you can buy them later for more money, which might be more convenient, but that puts more cost on here. And the whole objective is to empty out this warehouse at extremely cheap prices to the people that come into my show and me get the warehouse emptied. So we're trying to do several things with this show. And this is a truly loss liquidation deal here. We are loss selling. There is not one single item that I'm pulling up here that I'm going to make 1 ounce of profit on. I'm not even going to get back half of my investment back at most. So that is a great opportunity, guys. And now you do not see these loss liquidation sales very long. So this first window that you can read up here as I'm teaching you about the shows, we're kind of going through here because it's new. Is Dragon Deals Live Shop app items only. This is where you fill boxes. If you have products that you are interested in. Now, if you know me personally and you're already communicating to get items from me back and forth, you don't have to do the show. You don't have to ask me for the items that I already know you want. But if you don't know me or don't know what I have, it's easy. Ask. I yell out at my employee who's hovering over here. And if he thinks we have it, and I pretty much know everything we have, then he'll go fetch some and we will try to get it in your box. Now, I'm pretty much not expecting too many buyers in here because I haven't arranged any. And not too many people know I'm doing this yet. So I keep telling you guys that, trying to hope more people come in and then someone might ask me for a box. But we're going to start with what would probably end up today inside the app unless someone stops me and says, I want that. How many digital scales we got? These. 3? All righty. These are factory sealed or they have been opened. Well, they're factory sealed, but guess what? They're getting opened. At least one is. I haven't opened this and looked at it in a while, so I want to check them out and let you guys see what it is. I'll be holding up a digital scale, so you would want to write down digital scale. You would call it item 1. Item 1. As you can see, this was bought at a store which I used to love. Oh, this was bought at the deal store, remember? And it was bought in a clearance price for 10. I think I got it for, I think I actually did pay 10, but you know what? This is a little bit formidable in weight, so you would have some price. We have 3 of these. If you want all 3, I'd charge you $15 for all 3. That's $5 a piece. If you want 1, I'll charge you $7. And of course, don't forget, you're going to have to pay shipping. Now, that price will probably go down if you buy all of them, buy more than 1 item. So let's go ahead and take this out of here. Maybe I hate breaking factory seals. This isn't actually a break. It's just, it's got those little wedge boxes in. And I will pack this again just like it was. All right, so let's first go through the box before I start taking off. It is tempered glass platform, auto 0, auto on, auto off. Its capacity is 330 pounds. It has a lithium battery that is included. This may be old. Always plan on replacing any batteries. Let's see what it takes. It's probably a button battery, I would imagine. I'm trying to see if it actually has the type on here. You probably have to open it up and look at it, but I'm pretty sure it's probably a button battery. It says make sure it's installed correctly. It comes with it. It probably has a little seal. You pull the tab. So the battery is probably good, but still, you should know always. It just doesn't say here, but I'm pretty sure it's a button battery if I remember right. But it's a digital scale. It's not bad. So let's take a little peek at it. I'm not going to spend too much time. Yes, digital scale, 1 item showing right now, and there are 3 available. Now, of course, you realize if you buy 3, the other 2 are going to be all perfect like this. The one that I'm messing with, I will try to put back nicely, but it will have been open. The factory seal will have been open. That's in case you're reselling. And I will try to put this back as properly as possible. Now, it does have the little plastic film. Those are not scratches and wrinkles, even though that looks terrible. It does have the little plastic film on it that you peel off, the new film. That's why it doesn't look perfect. There is no damages. It's just the little plastic film. And as you can see, its sensors. It's a very nice little basic thing. Now it has fingerprints, even though you can peel the film off. Warning. Notice how I'm paying attention to the details and I'm explaining the quality of the item as I took this one out. So you got a nice little peek at that. Now, since no one's putting these in the boxes today, I'm not going to spend a huge amount of time. If you guys were actually bidding and putting these in the boxes, wait a minute. This way. If you guys were, no, the other way. If you guys were actually bidding and putting these in the boxes, then we would do much more examining time. Because most people that are going to be buying these now, if they're not bidding in the store, they're not going to be looking at the video. They're just only going to be seeing these things in the app. And they would be paying a minimum of $10 a piece, because that's what I paid for, plus shipping. No profit markup, because these are kind of heavy. All right, he'll fix that box up later. So that is item 1. Digital scale. There are 3 available. Now, this will be in the app, but it's going to be, if you watch the show, tell me you watch the show and send me a message. I will wheel and deal a little bit, but I want you to buy these things and fill your boxes in the show. All right. How many of these? There's only 1. Only 1. Okay, this is an easy one. Oh, shit. No price. How much was it? I paid 16. $6. I'll charge him $6. If you buy this and you want it in a box in the show, it'd be $6. If you are buying it in the app, I'll probably price it at 10. And of course, that goes in a box, which shipping would be a little more. This is a Range Master. These came from Walmart or Walmart, I believe. Yes, Walmart. Range Master. You can look that up. Oh, crap. No. This is not from Walmart. Walmart has it, but this particular model is not from Walmart because the barcode is just the lines. This item is actually from Aldi's. Aldi's. Yes, this item is from Aldi's, so I cannot read a barcode number for you. I don't think. Oh, wait a minute. Yep. Hold on. In the inside up there, you won't be able to scan that, I don't think. But it does have the numbers. So write this down. I don't know if it'll look up, but go ahead and write this number down real quick. This is just if you were filling boxes. I'm kind of running through how I would do it if we were filling boxes. If I just hold them up and I'm putting in the app, you're going to notice it's going to get much faster as we go along. The number is 221.81. That's 221.81. No, these are universal VINs. It's not going to help you. Try this as a UPC. 221.81, 92.25. 20. Oh, no, that won't do it. You're not going to be able to scan these. That's the pain in the butt. At Aldi's, some of their barcodes work, but most of them do not. You can find it, though, by its name. Range Master, Walmart carries them as well. It is a digital barbecue thermometer. I don't think you'll be able to scan that, but if you can scan that CRQ code, let me try to make it square for you. There's a little video that tells you how to use it. You'll be able to get that off the app. You'll be able to get that scanned off the app. Has a 3-year manufacturer warranty. It includes 4 AAA batteries. I don't know if they're still good. Batteries, always replace batteries, guys. I always say that. Even if it's a brand new item, I say the same thing. It does have after-sale support. It's wireless remote digital LCD screen, stainless steel probe. This is item number 2, Range Master Barbecue. Item number 2, and there is 1 available. See, no one's filling boxes, so we're going to get faster and faster. How many? There's 2 here, but we have like just tons, right? These are not very good quality. This is True Living. This is an item that came from Family Dollar. I believe Family Dollar. It is heat resistant. They are potato mashers. He says we have a whole bunch. I only see 2, so I don't know the number. So this is useless to me. No one's going to fill a box if they don't know how many that they can get. So I need a number before this goes in the app. 2 of them, $1. You can have both for $1 total. That will be item 3, potato masher. Or what is this? A melon masher? Hold on. Nylon head, heat resistant. But just say potato masher, item 3. There's 2 available, but both together are total cost of $1. That's not too important because we're not filling boxes. This may or may not make it in the app. That'll probably get donated to charity. I didn't tell him what to pick today. This isn't worth anything, but we will go ahead and drop this in here anyway. It was reduced to $4.99. I'd charge you $2 for it. It is a Conair 8-piece styling collection, 1 purse, 1 purse cushion brush, 1 comb, 1 head wrap, 1 beret, and 4 non-metal elastics. No value in this. This would not be something you would resale. This would just be something you buy yourself for, what did I say, $2? $2. That is item 3 or 4. What are we on? 4. No, 2, 3. Item 3. This is kind of cool. This would be a little bit of a nightmare to ship, but it's not heavy. We have 2. We have a whole bunch of these. Are they all the same? All right, I just need a number total. I don't need you to tote them all over here. Yeah, set those down too. Okay, now these things are going to be in the app. This is item number 4. This was $20 at Big Lots, guys. This is very, 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 very cool. It is, oh crap, I'm not good with this camera background thing. $20 at Big Lots. UPC is useless on this thing. It is the plasticky resin. It is not plastic and it is not pure resin. It's that combo. It's fairly light. Fairly light. Size, it won't be an issue. This would be cubic. How much?
One,
to guess?
no way, $10.
$10 probably to ship it to you.
Cool.
It's worth $20 in Big Lots. I have seen these online for quite a bit of money. I have a whole series of this fairy stuff. It's like a fairy house, and it's a plant stand. You put a plant on, or you can use it for whatever you want, but it's basically a plant stand. These are very, very cute. There are no damages, as far as I can tell. This is something that you could possibly resell. Now, I got these for 10 a piece. I remember very specifically. And I hesitated to buy them because of the $10 shipping. I knew that if I bought them at 10, I would have to sell them for at least 20 to zero out. But they do sell for pretty good money, and you might be able to make it. But if nothing else, you can get one for your house. This would be something you would probably want to add a few more items to the box that are tiny to really make it profitable. In other words, if I sell this to you for $5, which is what I would be selling it to you for, you're going to be buying at least a $20 box if you bought it by itself.
Two is the same price, the cheaper. 201.
He said 2 are the same price to ship as 1. And we have how many?
So $2 more.
We have 2 here. He says there are more, but we're going to say we have 2. Those inventory numbers will be corrected in the app. This is something I will put in the app. When I put this in the app, you would be paying for a $30 box or a $25 box. If you buy it here in the show, you would get it for a $20, maybe a $25 box. It depends. You'd actually have to weigh it for your address. Now, this is item number 4, fairy plant stand. Just call it a fairy plant stand. And it is fairly good size. You can see it next to my head. It's not. It would hold a 12-inch flower pot pretty easily on this thing. And we have 2 of them, and they're in the same identical condition. No box. These never had a box. So $20 originally at Big Lots. Basically, you'd be getting it for what it would cost at Big Lots, maybe $1 or 2 more, shipped and delivered to your house. Not a great deal, but a really cool item, and they don't make these anymore. All right, let's see something fun. I bet we're going to hear some puppies here in a minute. You know why? This is a $12, and that was a steal on these. I paid $12. I did not get any additional discount. This many, I forget, what are there, 20? 2, 4, 6, 8. We'll say about 20. I'm not going to take the time to count. This is item number 5. 1 bag of Mammoth. You've probably heard of those, Mammoth. That is a good brand. This is for not the toy poodle sized dogs, but they could use it to be a little big, but the small dogs. My dogs would not be interested in playing with this because it's a little too small for like a pit bull. But anything that's medium or small, this is great. These are great. These are the best fetch balls. He's paying attention. Harry's like, hey, I saw something. I know we used them all. We're not going to bury these people in too much more crap because you have to make listings of all this. So you might want to rethink how much junk you buried me in. No one's filling boxes. So call these dog balls. Dog balls. Dog balls. That sounds funny. No, they're Mammoth. These are the dog balls. Yes, these are dog balls. These are very, very nice. Oh, it says there's 28 in here, but that's not accurate. That means if it says 28, that's probably the model number. That means there's 24 count mini. Yes, there's 24 count. So there's 24 in here. $12. Guess what? You're going to pay 10. Not going to discount these very much because I know people I can give these to. That may or may not be in the app. No. If it is, it's probably going to be in lots of 3 for $5. But you don't have to write that. That's just 10 for the lot. Okay, item, where are we at? 6. Now, how many of these do we have? We have a lot of these. How many? All of them? I'm going to count. 1, 2, 3. He's supposed to have done all this. 4, 5. We have 6 sets of these. They could be resold, but they're not in overly flawless condition. They're a little old. Uh, they're not bad. You could get away with selling them. They are actually a book, How to Carve a Perfect Pumpkin. These were $6 at Big Lots. I got them for, I think, 3. So you pay $1.50 a set. And we have 6 of those. Barcode. Oh, the barcode might work on this. Fun World is the brand. I think the barcode works on this. 0717 65 035 996. These are cute. I used to sell these quite a bit. What we sell them for on eBay? 10? This one, these sets. We sold them for 10, right? So you could probably flip these for 10 a piece on eBay without too much trouble. Or you could just use them. And we have 6 of those. All right. So that was item 6, number 6. Just call it pumpkin kit. And we have 6 of those. And so that's good. Those will be in the app. Someone will buy those as a lot. Let me grab something else. I did that. Did this one. We're not going to grab too much more stuff. Now, these are actually worth a bunch of money. These are dog toys. Oh, the tag's gone. Oh, no, here it is. $4. I paid 3, I think. These would be $1.50 a piece. I sold these on eBay for $15.99 each. And these are the last 2, correct? These are the last 2 Snoopies?
Oh, it's gone.
Oh, we have more?
Yeah, Scooby-Doo, yeah.
Scooby-Doo. How many do we have these?
This costs like $50. I don't know.
Yes, I know. We sold them for like 12 or 15, right? You don't know how many?
No.
Well, then you haven't done your job, have you? I really need these numbers before we start filling boxes. He thinks they're 8. We're going to put that they're 2 in the app. That will be corrected. I charge. I don't really want to sell these, but I would charge half price. Let's say $2 a piece. That's half of the $4 value. I think I paid 3, but we'd say $2 a piece on these. Scooby-Doo item, whatever number, 6, 7, whatever it is. Perfect Finds is in here, so she's doing a nice job. She's putting the numbers on here for us. These numbers will change in the app. So since no one's filling boxes, I'm just kind of showing you what's going to be in the app available for you to buy this week. Oh, we have hundreds of these, right? Oh, these aren't very good then, are they? Oh, but you use some. We have 8 of these. These are the little Halloween, the little kids come out, give me stuff, or I'll put crap all over your yard. $3 a piece, $1 each. We have 8. Just call them Halloween baskets or something. Trick or treat. Just something to indicate what they are. We have 8 of them and charge $1 each for them. Not real good stuff. Actually, I'm kind of glad he didn't bring up the real good stuff. No one's buying anything. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Let's do something weird. Now, this is new. Never had a box, but it's a few years old, so I wouldn't call it new. I would call it a used item. It's not, but, it's not in mint condition. This is something you'd probably just buy for yourself.
Are you scared, little goblin?
Goes on your front door. It does take regular batteries, so it's kind of nice. I think we paid 10 each of these a long time ago, but again, it's used. $1. Yeah, it doesn't have a box, so we'll just call it used. It's $1 for just say pumpkin front door. $1. Good enough. I'm just grabbing some stuff. Oh, how many of these things? We have tons of these, don't we? These? We have a whole bunch. Now, you need to sort this because this is something that this will definitely sell. I used to order wholesale from China. Now I have a global store, so I don't have to do that. But I used to order lots wholesale from China. And this was something that I bought a whole bunch of it at Cargo Largo because I had bought a lot of these from China and sold that in a week. I had, 150 in that lot, and in 1 week they were gone. I charged $10 a piece for these. These are awesome. No UPC, never branded, complete Asian product. There's no product marketing that you can do on this other than the item itself. Even if you list it on eBay, you're not going to be able to put any barcodes or anything like that because it never had one. In other words, a pre-published product. We have a lot. I need to know how many of each. I cannot have her trying to figure this out later. I'm going to show you these. There's no reason for you to index these perfect finds. We're not going to put the numbers in the show. No one's filling a box. And I am not going to transfer these without knowing how many of each type we have. But these are the coolest things. I wish I... Do we have one we could just turn on? No, it's not cable.
Yes.
Batteries or something.
No, they can connect it.
Well, not now. Not now. You should have had all this done already. Can you tell them to? This is a little... which one is this? A parrot? It's supposed to be a parrot. These are all little birds. But what it is they have these little... It plugs in, and they have all these like little stickers that you use around the light to give it this kind of look. And the light, is it motion or what is it? I forget. Yeah. I believe it's light sensor, so it's light sensor. So when, at night, the light comes on. I think you removed the back for the battery. Yeah, but they can't see that. It's too, yeah. It has, you plug it in. You pull this off, and you plug it into the wall. Is there a battery too? No, this one's not battery. This one, you just plugs it in when it's dark. It comes on, and then these stickers allow you to create little scenes for it. I'll charge $1 a piece when we get to that, but you don't need to put these numbers in an index because he didn't do his job. We'll have to bring those in another show, so don't bother me with those. Only give me things that you know what we've got. Next. Oh, what about this? How many of these?
Oh, like 20 boxes.
We have actually hundreds of these. Now, these are in crap condition, this particular one. Some are mint. You can resell these. But really, you probably just want these for your house. What were these? $1 a piece or something? 1 year, I sold about 500 of these. What they are little battery-operated flicker light candles. We have them with white bulbs and yellow bulbs. We do not. And a black light. And a black light. Do we have them in all black, too?
No, only there's black. There's dark.
I think we have some black ones too. Again, don't need to index these perfect finds. This is something that my employee didn't do his job, so we'll have to just list those in the app. And no one's filling a box with these now. These will be available several times before my shows end. I would be charging you 10 cents a piece, 20 cents a piece, something like that. But again, don't index these to the show. No one's filling boxes anyway. I think we're almost done with that stuff. Hold on. Do you have anything else that we just index for the show? This is just practice run because no one's filling boxes. All right, here's something. This is pretty cheap. It's pretty banged up. The box, you know, I wouldn't want to resell this really so much. You could. It's never been opened, but it does have a box crinkle here and there. It's a little dusty. It's only a little $5 toy. I think I got these for $2.50. $1, it's yours. XTR or Ready Rev. This is a friction vehicle. You pull it back and it shoots across the room. We used to sell these for $10 a piece. It cost me first class shipping, I believe. And $1, $1.50, something like that. Yeah, you can put whatever you want on there. This again, I probably won't put this in the app, but we have several of these. You don't really have to do much more indexing because we don't have anyone filling boxes. It's important that I index these things if someone's actually filling a box, but we've been on here long enough. No one's filling a box today. So I'm just kind of running through some things that might be in the app for sale. Are you going to bring me a couple more things and we call it a day? Oh, bring me those glass things that are over there. Those are worth a bunch of money. Oh, and this stuff, I can get that in bulk. I need to know the numbers. You have that ready? How many do we have? I don't need you to play with it. I just need the items, please. Thank you. How many do we have total? Hundreds, right?
Yeah.
So we should sell them in sets of 8.
So the 4? Yeah.
Well, they're divided in 2 packs and 4 packs. They're 2 different brands, but they're identical. So, and I have, what, a couple hundred of these things. All right, this is something, again, you don't have to index it, perfect finds. We will do this in the app. I have sold these things for years. I have so many different models. I did not sell them in a package. I would just sell them by numbers. I had a multi-variation listing where you'd buy 2, 4, 6, and 8. How many of those we got?
7, 8.
7. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do something different. When we do the app, I'm going to get my lazy employee to do his job. All this stuff is going to be for sale in the app for you to make a box out of. We will sell these in 2 different ways. We will sell a set of probably 8 baskets with a ketchup and mustard thing to go with it, and then we'll sell some where it's just lots of baskets. And that, again, is something that we'll put in the app, and people will create boxes. This is something that's cool.
You might have more with this. Some 2 different.
Well, that's all we're going to do is what I have here. There's 2, and are they identical, and are they both the bottles?
Yeah, the little.
And those are the glasses.
Yeah. This is it.
Is that a broken glass?
No.
Yes.
No.
No. Look at the watermelon glass. Is it broken?
No, it's more.
Okay. I got these for a steal, guys. I did pay $3.60 for these. They are little Starstruck set of 4 milk bottles, 12 ounces, 355 milliliters each. Starstruck is the band. Little dusty. They were originally priced very high. I got them for $3.60. I would charge $3 a set for these. We did sell some online. Do you remember?
Yeah.
25 a set. Is that correct? Including shipping, correct? 25 a set I got for these, including shipping. And we have 2 of these sets left. Yes, 2 of the bottle sets left. Give it a number and just, $3 a set. And we have 2. This is much heavier. It was $4.80 I paid. This is extremely heavy. These are the glasses that match those. I would be charging $4 for this. It does have a damage on the box, a little tear on the box. Again, Starstruck glasses. Cheers. Use these stylish 17-ounce highball glasses for your favorite, I'm reading upside down, favorite cocktail or everyday use. Okay, so that would be $4. And we have 1 set of these. 1 set of these. This will kill you on shipping. This might even be able to get in a padded envelope with proper boxing. I could probably get this to you in a padded envelope. This is going to cost a fortune. This is not going to cost squat to mail. Just FYI. All right. What else should we show? You know what we're going to do? We're going to stop screwing around here because there's no one filling boxes. We're going to go through a box. Oh, I can't even lift it. Bring me my big box. Yeah, I'm going to show them that, and then bring me that little... I'm going to open a box that you guys are going to freak when I show you what's in it. We'll do these, and then we'll do my... Put that on my lap. I can't even lift it. It's too heavy. I can't lift it.
Hold the glass. Hold the glass. Hold the glass. The glass the table.
Just give it to me. Oh, we're going to open this tonight. It's extremely heavy. Silver bars, vintage stuff. This is what I bought when I was selling on Amazon, making real bucks. I haven't opened it in 10 months at least, over a year at least, maybe longer. Hand me that dish stuff, and let's get that over with so we can get into the fun stuff here. We're going to switch windows to the vintage stuff. Hand me these dish things. Come on, I don't have all day. I don't care. You should have had all that organized before the show. Now, be quiet. Okay. I'm really annoyed. This was all supposed to be done before I got here. I don't know what these are, and I don't know what the conditions, so I'm not going to waste my time with this. No, these are crap. This is crap. I'm not going to sell that. Yes, these are vintage things. This is crap. I'm not going to put it on here. These are actually worth some money, guys. This is actually worth a lot of money, but I'm not messing with that. We're not doing vintage. I said new items. We're going to do vintage now, but we're going to have fun. We're going to go open this little magic box and see what's in it. Oh my gosh, it's loaded and it's so heavy. This, oh, it's filthy. This is just for fun. Filth all over me. Yeah. This is just some stuff I bought when I sold on Amazon. Let's take a peek and see what this is. Yeah, we're just having fun now. No one's buying anything, so we're just going to have fun. Hey! I sell through other people on Amazon. I'm actually not selling any products. I'm liquidating $1 million worth of inventory out of my warehouse because I want to do a real business in there. And I'm done with eBay and all that crap. I have my own global store. I ship worldwide. Global store runs itself. So I'm clearing out my warehouse so I can do a local business that I've arranged that will make me significantly more money. This is jade, of course. Just a little vintage thing, a little thing that I bought from Asia a long time ago. These are all 10 years old. This is back when I sold on Amazon. I used to sell there very well, but Amazon's a product to consumer catalog. So is eBay. That's why I don't use either one of them. Don't need them. Make more money without them. All right, here is another bit of jade, but you have to be really got some skills to make money without platforms, guys. You have to have your own websites and really know what you're doing. Here is some more jade. Just some little things I bought when I was selling on Amazon. We're just looking through some junk today. No one's filling box. I deliver for Amazon. I get paid $50. Oh, you do the delivery thing? You have a new Mercedes? I looked at that. I might actually consider that. I thought about doing some delivery driving just for the hell of it. Make some money. That's actually a good business. That's actually a good business. Do you have the one you do? Oh, you got the nice Mercedes. All those came right by my front door. I'm on I-70. All those were shipped through the Midwest. I saw every single one of them. Every day for months, I just watched them go by. That is an actual very good job. Be very cautious on your liability on those things. But other than that, I think you're covered pretty good. Here's some more jade. Different kind. We're just kind of looking at some junk. No one's really filling any boxes today. By the way, if you do want to fill boxes, just because I'm showing you this little bit of crap here in the show, I have $1 million worth of inventory, ceiling to floor, 12 shelves high, industrial size. I put one unit on top of another and ladders in between each, and it's got to be a silver car, no more colors. Silver car, no more colors. What? If you're more specific, I probably have it. I have everything. All right, guys. Well, let's look at a few more little things. Oh, this is kind of cute. Nothing of extreme value. A $1 coin. You know, the little collectible $1 coin. 1971. A $1 Freedom Tower. You guys probably remember that. This is cool. This is 0.999 2012 Year of the Dragon silver bar. Some of this stuff I'll sell eventually. Oh, this is just funny. Gold leaf. I just have some. No value in that. This is actually very vintage and it's all torn up, so it's no value. I dented it. Turquoise Indian money clip. That's actually very old. No value in it though. Oh, this is cute. I got a whole bunch of this little stuff because I was just on a whim one day and I did a whole bunch of auctions. I don't even know if you can see this. I have a whole bunch of these little 1 gram copper things. Not too much value in those, but I got tons of them. That might be too hard to sift through. Oh, let's look at some other little goodies in here. This is just stuff that I bought when I was making a bunch of money and I didn't know what to spend it on. Here's a silver dollar. You know, another Amazon thing. Nothing fancy about it. It's new. 10 grams. Arch of Triumphs from Paris. 10 grams, 9.9 silver. Got lots of this stuff. Now, this is nothing fancy, but I put it away because it's very, very old. This is not really worth a lot of money, but because of its age, and it is just costume jewelry, it's got the old, that laminating kind of fake resin plastic, and those are actual rhinestones and stuff in there. Little Christmas brooch. This is just for the people to watch and see some of the junk I have in my little treasure box, which, by the way, is so heavy I can't lift it. Oh, this is so funny. You know I like dragons, guys. Dragon, silver dragon comb. Now, I like my dragons, but this is what ticked me off. This is why it's in my box instead of over on my vanity table. They said, "Oh, dragon, dragon, your dragon comb." I got it. Yeah, there's one dragon. That on this side. Whoops, on this side. Let me make sure I'm putting the right one. That is not a dragon. That is a phoenix. So I was all ticked off. I said, "Hey, the picture you showed had two dragons on either side, not a phoenix and a dragon." Now, this is back when I was on Amazon, and this is the first thing I bought from eBay. The very first item I got from eBay was not as described. Now, I didn't file or anything. Hey, enough! Dogs are playing around over there. Enough! Sorry, hate to do that to you. I never filed or anything, but I was so ticked off because everything else in there matched. Kind of. This looked very similar to a very nice set I had. But when I got it, the very first item I ever ordered on eBay, before I ever sold or even really looked at it, was not as described. This weighs more than the one they sent me, so it's actually worth more money. So I didn't really. Enough! Go in there! Cut it out! Dogs. Sorry, pit bulls. You have to yell at them like you're going to kill them or they don't even listen to you. This is actually nice. I'm going to actually take this one out and show it to you. Now, there's no. You got 5 dogs. Oh, then you darn well know what I'm talking about. I've got a male and a female. Old female, young male. So you can imagine what kind of drama I go through. They are good dogs, though. This is very cool. I'm going to take my old grandpa eyes and make sure I am looking at the right one. Yes, yes. This is the real deal. Now, you saw that silver china crap I brought out. This is not silver china crap. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show that to you enough where you can see it with my old dirty fingers. I was working outside before I came in. Let me see if I can clean this up for you a little bit. This might improve it a little bit. Hold on. Dang, spam windows I got. Again. I have this, it gets me every show. I have this little spam thing that pops up. This is actually from a silver mine. Back in the old days, 1 troy ounce of 0.999 silver. But it is from the, I want to make sure I read this one right. Should be from the Vulture Pen, right? Vulture Peak, yeah. Vulture Peak Mines. Look that up. Very, 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 very old. And this is the real deal. This is how they used to do it and stamp it when they did it on site, when they actually used to smelt on site to get the purity and then take it in. This is what it actually was. This is actually worth more because of its age and where it's from. You're getting ready to deliver to Alabama and you're in Texas, you get through. That's awesome. Why do they have you going through such distance, though? I would think that they would have those better distributed. Is it because of where the product is based and a time frame? I bet you. See, that the logistics of that delivery thing scared me off when I read about it. But I'm you know what? Send me a private message with some information in there. I know a lot of people that are actually very much looking into that. Now, I'm old as dirt and I'm not really wanting to do much more work, but I'm considering it because it'd be nothing for me to set up a business. I have my own loading docks and warehouses and everything else. I'd be a perfect person to do it. I know all about shipping and everything else. I've been thinking about it. I don't mind working. I work my ass off all the time. Time in the day, though. But that is a very good business. And I'm very curious to see what your actual real margins are. I see all the little loopholes they built into that. We'll talk about that privately sometime. I'm very interested in that. I'm glad you popped in here. That is a very cool business. And it is a huge opportunity. You're going to have to manage it right, but I think if you do, you could be very, very successful with that. You start getting other people doing the work for you. That's the trick. All right, here's another. I'm just going to run through these other boring Chinese things. I call them boring Chinese things. Not all of them are Chinese. Some are. but the quality is all guaranteed on all this. Again, another ounce of 999 silver. Just we'll get through that stuff. Let's get through those little bar things pretty quick. Now these I love. I have tons of these. Now this is not the quality of those other silver bars. This is supposed to be 999. But I'm going to tell you flat freaking out. I had them all tested. They're not even close. They're actually the little money plates. These are actually old ones. You can still see this. These are silver, of course. A lot of nickel in those. This is not worth, even though it weighs much more than this. This is worth about the same as that. I've been in the working 78 days. Oh, cool. That's cool. Yeah, that's an interesting story. You know, there's a lot of people that would be interested in hearing about that stuff. So we'll talk privately on that. But I have some of these little silver bar thingies. Now let's get through this. I've got just tons of this, guys. Oh, now these really cool things. I'm going to pull these out for later. We'll zip through them, but I've got a huge box here, guys. Oh, I've got tons of those little gram silver things. These are bulldogs. The reason I bought the bulldogs is that it's the exact same bulldog image of my high school football team, the Odessa Bulldogs. And I said, oh, those are cute. And they were really cheap, so I bought a whole bunch of them. Another one of these little silver. Oh, let me just get several at once. I'm not even going to take them out of the package. More of these little vintage silver things. I haven't opened this in years, so I'm having a good time. We're not selling anything tonight. I'm in here taking everyone's up time. Might as well show you some cool crap I've got. This is old and a little tarnished. This concerns me. I really need to take that out of its seal and polish it. This is actually quite old. Again, this is from the Silver Mint. This is the United States here, I think. Oh, no. I take that back. This is Mexico, the Silver Mint. Mexico's. And that is the 999. Mexico is fine on their silver. If you buy it in bars. That's another. I'm pulling out certain things. I'm a bunch of these little copper things. I'm not going to waste your time with that. More of the little silver things. That's a flag one. I got tons of this silver stuff, guys. Tons of it. This is kind of a nice one. More silver. I'll go ahead and show you that. I'm not going to tell you what that is. You can figure it out. That's worth money. That's why I'm not saying what it is. Oh, this is kind of neat. These are only worth 0.5 cents a piece. But it's a little free gift I got. Coin collectors have little things that they can make that they kind of get embossed with their own kind of brand, but they're not really mint, but the value of the metal is equivalent to that of a real mint. So these are actually worth 0.5 cents. And I got these for free. These are, 0.5 cents each. And they are a plated coin. It's just one of the coin dealers that's, oh, here, let me just toss those in for you free. He liked me. Bought a lot of crap. More of this little copper crap. I don't remember even this one. Oh, this is an Asian one of those. Again, another coin creator that makes their own kind of brand as a coin. Those really have no value unless the person gets picked up by another country's national mint or something. There is some little kind of artistic value. I don't know enough to tell you enough information about that. A lot of copper. I'm trying to clear this out so I can actually just hold this up and show you all this crap. I just have too much stuff. This whole thing, let me just try to get a whole bunch of it so I don't have to. Well, let me just put it this way. It would take me all day to dig out all of these things that I've got in here. These are all copper bars, guys. And believe it or not, copper is actually worth some money over time. It takes a long time for it to go up. But I just have inordinate amounts of copper. Coins, bars, you name it. I'm just not going to dig it all out. Okay, let's put that copper down in the bottom. Now we're going to get to the fun stuff in the box, and then we're done with the box. God, it's heavy. I got to be careful. I don't want to damage any of these things. Oops, I just threw something on the floor. All right, now this is the one that's going to be a little more tricky. Dropping more stuff on the floor. Oh, God, that's heavy. Oh. And pick this stuff up so I don't lose it. All right, more junk. All right, we're going to go through this really quick, and then we'll probably let everybody go. Sand, shark, tooth. Oh, fossil, by the way. Another sand shark. I'm not going to show you all of these. More. These are fossilized, not new. St. John's River. I don't know if you know anything about fossils and whatnot. All of these particular ones are from the St. John's River, which has actually and these are all registered, museum registered fossils. These aren't just, someone picked them up and said, here, enjoy. I got to work. It's nice to say, okay, great. Yeah, I'm about done too anyway. But I will show you these really quick, and then we're probably going to get off here. This is a fish vertebrae. This one, I think, I forget the millions of years. Nothing in here is less than a few million years old. These are fish skull fossils. I can't really see too well. I'm not going to spend much time on these. A horse tooth. The one that had the split toes long ago. A little bit of a turtle shell. These are just very, very old. These are as far back as they go, fossils. So I just wanted to show you those. Now let's get through that. What was this one? Oh, these are just really cool. I'm going to show you this, and then we're done. I just been playing my box. I forgot how much crap I had in here. Oh, there's tons of stuff in here. I was adding up the dollars. There's actually quite a bit of money in there, even though it's little bits at a time. And I have a huge gash across my leg. It cut me. It's so heavy. These are cute. I'm going to take these out. Now, I don't know how old anyone in here is. I'm old as dirt. But I remember when there was a huge fad, and every single woman you saw walking around had stone earrings. Do you remember that? It was just a very fast fad. Well, it actually took off in other countries very good, and it's still there. One of the beginning people that started making these made this set for me, personally. I can't read the little embossing. It's in Chinese. You wouldn't know what I was saying anyway. But the very first person that really started to market those and actually got them going made this little fish set, because they came to my house in San Antonio. Now, this is before e-commerce. I have a lot of pre-e-commerce contacts because of my corporate history. My hair's a mess. And he was visiting because he was just about ready to score a big deal. I don't want to get into it. And he came to my house, which I used to have a very nice house. And he was there, and I said, well, how do you do that? And he goes, you got any stones laying around? So we went out in the backyard, and he goes, oh my gosh, I can't believe you have these. These are from where I live. And he reached into my koi pond, because I had a bunch of stuff imported. He reached into my koi pond and started pulling out a bunch of rocks and throwing some of them back in. Oh, this is crap. Oh, that's a good one. He goes over. A whole group of people here. This was a dinner party. But he got so excited that I had these particular stones. And from what I understand, they were even kind of hard to get where he was from. And I swear, he spent the entire rest of the night. Do you have another chisel? We wouldn't happen to have a little Dremel over here or anything? And he just kept running back and forth to the outside patio where I had to put the floodlights on because he worked all night. And he just he took some big rocks and a bunch of little ones. By the time I woke up in the morning, I went to bed. I woke up in the morning, he was still there. I had a big place, I didn't care. And I go out there, and on my little table, he had made just the most beautiful. I wish so bad I had a camera and had sense enough to take a picture. But on my little table, he had splayed out everything that he had spent all night creating. And I swear, this was probably I don't know if people know culture enough. I'll go ahead and explain. When you admire something of Asian, you have to be very, very careful about that because whatever you admire, they're going to give you. That sounds great, but it definitely reflects on the quality of person you are for what you admire. They know what their best item is, and you should mention it, but don't admire it first. Find something that's the lowest quality that has some artistry to it and say, oh, those are very cute. That's the ones they'll get up and give you. Then, after you've been given something, you say, those are wonderful. Oh, thank you so much. Tell me how you did that one over there. And then you point out the best thing they did. That person will love you forever because they'll know that you know enough about their culture to respect, not to admire their best item first. Americans will always admire the best item first. My little friend Mickey, she was a Buddhist in California. She was, a very good person. Uh, I made a mistake. She knew I caught myself, but fortunately, she wasn't so traditional that she did. I said, no, no, no. I know as I'm offending you by rejecting this, but that bonsai's been in your family for 5,000 years or something. I mean, like 500 years they've had that tree. And I forgot because I am learning bonsai. And she goes, well, in this case, don't worry about it. I'll break with tradition. And I said, good. And we didn't have any hard feelings, but we were very dear friends. If I had gone over to someone else's house and rejected that extremely valuable bonsai, I would have offended them beyond belief. I mean, lost all respect in their eyes and everything else. So I bring that up because I wanted so badly to pick another set, but I knew the set was worth a lot of money. So I picked these little inexpensive fish, and the guy loved me forever. As a matter of fact, I don't know when the last time I communicated. It's been a couple years, but just we built up a very nice rapport, and I saw his business rise and fall because it was a trend, just like oh, there's nothing in there. Just like this. Just like this. Fidget spinners. I love them. They're not worth the plastic they're made out of. Everybody and their brother jumped on it. People made millions of dollars, and then they found out they don't really do a damn thing, but people like playing with them anyway, so the market lingered and lingered and lingered. And in its lingering, all the orders for everyone who comes in after the fact came in, and the market has become so saturated and flooded you can't even give them away for $1. So, by the way, if anyone wants any fidget spinners, just let me know. You don't have to pay for them. Just send me a PDF level for $7 for a padded envelope, and I'll fill it up for you. No charge. Just send me the PDF label with your address. You can do that in that app with the chat message, and I will fill up an envelope with those for you for free. I have a few thousand of them there. Remember, this is a loss liquidation sale. Everything I am showing you today is stuff I am emptying out my warehouse, except for my little box of silver and crap. That was just it was kind of cool, and my employee dug it out and said, oh, it's been a year or so since you looked in there. But now that I think about it, it's been more like 8 years, or 6 years at least. I did open it a few months ago because I did drop another little coin that I found on the floor, believe it or not, that was supposed to be in there. But I don't think I ever looked. I just opened it and dropped it in. Alrighty, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed my show today. Now, do understand what I really want you to do is buy my crap. I'm not trying to make any money here. What I'm trying to do is empty a warehouse. So come in on Wednesday. Now, I have other shows. I have a show on 7 o'clock on Tuesday and Thursday. Now, that's the Helpful Tips show. That's that little logo over there you're seeing. Nothing to do with selling crap. Well, that's not true. It's all about selling stuff, but it's teaching you how to do things. I give away free apps. I do everything that you could ever want, and I give it all away to you right there in the Helpful Tips show. And we do that at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on both Tuesday and Thursday. My other show, which is what you just got through watching, and I'm going to jump around and show you a few more things before I sign off. But the other show that which you just got through watching is the Dragon Deals Shop or live show, whichever you want to call it. What you do is you come into this show and you tell me what you're interested in, whatever products. If no one's filling boxes, I hold up a few things and talk for a while, hoping that someone will come in and say, hey, you got comforters, you got kitchenware. Because just what I'm showing you here is just a pile of crap I got in front of me. I have ceiling to floor, 7 rows of warehouse shelves, 12 shelves high, ladders in between each section. Each section is 8 long. If you do your math, you can figure out the quite large volume of inventory. And it is still ceiling to floor packed. And I have removed about 100 totes. I can't even tell a single item is missing. All of this is for loss liquidations. I'm not trying to make money. I'm trying to empty my warehouse. I'm throwing a little bit of vintage stuff and that kind of thing in just so it's entertaining. But we have tons of items. I am going to, in the app after this show, might take me a day or two to get it done. The little things that we held up that my moderator was nice enough to put those numbers in, but I realized, hey, no one's filled the box. Don't bother to put the number. Because the only way you can fill the box live is in the show. So I've given you guys another option. Since no one was filling boxes in the show, which might be a case for a while, I'm brand new. I will make in the app, that bit.ly app, let me go back to that bit.ly app link that's up there. I will make some pictures and put an inventory number and a quantity and a price. Now, the price won't be as good as the show. It's going to be about what I paid for it. But you can still save a lot of money because you can fill a box. What you do is you go to the app, you send me a message with all of the items that you want. We total it up. My employee will get back with you within a day and say, okay, it's going to cost $10 to ship. Your item total came to $40, and he'll probably send you the message. It might be me. And he'll say something like, I talked to Roger, and he said, you know what? It's close enough. We'll just do it for $40 instead of increase it to $50 to cover the shipping. So I'm going to do a lot of that. Now, you can still get that little bit of a deal inside the app, but that's the only deal you're going to get. The unit price is sacrosanct. Once it's in the app, that's what it is. If you want to get it super cheap, like let's say, I'm just going to use an example. Let's say I held this item up. I paid $4 a piece. I would be charging you $2. Okay. In the show, I probably charge you $1 or $1.50. All right. In the app, I'm going to be charging you $3.50, maybe 50 cents off what I paid for it. It's still a little loss liquidation, but I had to put it in an app. I have to answer your email. I have to create a box. I have to get back with you with the weight. And then I have to send you the stuff that really isn't making me any money. This is for your advantage, guys. I've already burnt $10,000 stuff in a bonfire. I keep saying that, and people keep saying, don't do that, don't do that. Well, they get in here and buy the stuff, or that's where it's going to end up. Seriously, I'm ready to start a real business out there, and that's wasting my space. That's why I closed down eBay in the first place. Waste of time, waste of space. I can make 10 times the amount of money locally in that same amount of space and do absolutely nothing. When you're selling motorcycles and ATVs, I already have an outlet for it in Kansas City that'll basically sell all I bring up there. I buy all the products for myself. I'm a wholesale global store. I just buy the parts unassembled. I have my employee put it together. He runs it up to the city. They do their sailing and all that. They give me the money. I just buy the next ones, and I get my cut, which is all of it. Only they get paid. That's a business I can run and not have returns, not have headaches, not have 5 thefts a day that I can't even cancel the orders. Mm-hmm. You have to make sure that your platform is actually working for your business, not against your business. Any plebby can pay to have a listing. What good is that? It has to be purchased. It has to come up in search. If you're paying 10% of what you make because you had to go funnel a buyer into your eBay store and then 25% of them outclick because eBay has spammed the top of your page with the item that you brought them into your store to buy, but they're selling it out of a company in China for half the price. If they even ever find your item in eBay search, that's going to be a miracle, especially if eBay's invested in that company. Why would I pay to do that? I won't. So I closed it. Now, I was stupid. I should have closed it a year ago, right after my friend spoke at Melissa. Melissa Paz went to eBay Open. The day she got off the plane, she said, did you get my message? Yes. So when are you closing your eBay? She just got through speaking at eBay Open. I said, yeah, I got that data too. I heard what was said. She goes, you know that your product model is going to fail miserably, even if you do all those little special kills. Because I did. I pulled the, I went from 150 sales a day to 65 one day. The next day, none. The next day, one or two. And I managed to build that back up to about 20 or 50 sales a day, mostly around 20. And all of it was me funneling it in. Only one at most sale a day from eBay search engine and 5 thefts a day. It's been 5 thefts a day for 9 years. That never changed. 150 sales a day, 5 thefts a day. Who cares? 10, 20, 30 sales a day, 5 thefts a day. It's a problem. And I'm paying for the customer base. But what customer base did I get? 5 thefts a day and one sale, maybe in search, after doing huge amount of work. Out of 6,000 listings, I had 120 that even had the remotest chance of coming up in search, when all were making sales every day before then. So the platform changed. My business had to adapt. Like an idiot, I buried my head in the sand like a lot of eBay sellers did, thinking surely they won't change the founding principles of the company. And that is exactly what they did. So that is why all this inventory is here. Another reason that it's here is, oh yeah, I could have left it on eBay and waited around forever. I'd be 800 years old and all the items would have sold. I would have got my $1 million investment back, probably a profit of $500,000 or more. But I'd be so old by the time it all sold by not coming up in their search engine, and the overhead cost would have been so astronomical and the losses so high, I would have devoted all the rest of my life charity work because there would have been no profits. I'm not going to run a business that way. If I was a mom and pop seller and I didn't need 50 to 100 sales a day to operate my business and pay all my employees and overhead and growth and all the different projects I was in, wouldn't have been a problem. I would have just left that stuff, and if it marginally made profit, it would have been some minor cash flow. But I have to run a profitable business. I'm not doing charity here. I'm doing charity with this sale, but when it comes to products and reselling, it's all about ROI. If I'm not making it, then the actual inventory space that it's taking up is actually worth more than the money I invested in the first place. All right, what are you doing in here? Out! Dogs. All righty, guys. Well, everyone is really getting on my nerves for attention here. We haven't made any money, which is all right. We're just getting started here. I've gone through how everything worked with my little messed up spiky here today. I've shown a few items. We have an idea of how we'll be able to even sell some of this stuff and let you build a box in an app. It's going to be an inconvenience for me, but it gives you opportunity if you don't know about the show, and then you pop in 10 minutes after it's over and you see all these things that you wanted, but there's no way for you to get them. I'll make it so you can get them, but you're not going to save as if you were in the show. All right, guys. Well, that's my little spiel about this tonight. I was really hoping we'd fill a box today, but I didn't see the people that I kind of said may or may not make it. I eventually you're gonna pop into one of these shows and there'll be one or two buyers in here, and you're gonna see me loading up $5,000-6,000 worth of boxes. I just have to arrange for them to be available when I'm available, and that's not easy. I have 3 people that are willing to do that, but that is not $1 million worth of products. That's just a few $1,000s. Won't even notice it in my warehouse. So come in, save that money, enjoy yourself. We won't go through another big box of little gold bars and coins. I just wanted to look at it. We're not making any sales, and someone was live and they seemed to be enjoying it, so that's what we did tonight. All right, guys. Now I'll be back on again on Tuesday, 7 p.m. to teach you stuff, give you apps. I don't even know what my topic is. Be back in on Wednesday, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time to sell you some stuff. Try to come in, get some boxes filled. That's where the real money is. You can ask me for any product type you're interested in, and I will try to show it to you. Then I'm also again on Thursday, where we'll do another helpful tip show. I did one yesterday. You should watch the show I did yesterday. It was actually good. It's been a while since I've had some decent questions and actually had a decent show. I mean, really good yesterday. And then, of course, I'll be maybe back on next Friday, probably this time. Hey, enough. I'll be back on Friday, maybe about this time, and hopefully we can fill some boxes then too. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed listening to me rattle on and on and on. I'm going to give you my little intro thing that tells how this works, and then we will do the final credits, and then you guys can enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks a lot for being in tonight, and please go to the YouTube channel and subscribe. I was really bummed out that I didn't get to fill some boxes for you guys. It's very enjoyable doing these. I've seen a very similar thing done. And it's kind of neat seeing, oh, look, they bought 5 of those and 10 of those. And they told him, oh, do you got any kissing gadgets? And he came out and he dumped like 800 coffee makers on the table. That's when it's going to get fun. But we've got to have some buying action going on here. I couldn't even keep my employee in the room because he said, nothing for me to do. You can come in right now and ask me to find your products. You didn't come in the time that I allotted for it. So it's real important to make the show. I'm trying to save you guys a shitload of money. There's no other way to put it. My mom bothering me. All right, so sending me messages. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope you enjoyed listening to me rattle on and on and on and on. Will I go get messages sent to me today? I hope you enjoyed all that. I want to let you go, but I'm kind of hesitating a little bit because I saw someone pop in on one of my other networks, and they may make a little comment. So I was kind of giving them a chance to say that they are here, and they haven't. So I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you enjoyed listening to me rattle on and on and on. Thank goodness I was on the computer, or otherwise, if I got that message, it would have messed up my show. I've got to put a call block on everything here. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed me listening to me go. I'm going to have you listen to this little thing. I've got to make sure this is lined up. You're going to hear this little intro thing that you heard at the beginning of the show, and then we'll run the credits, and I will see you guys later. We fill the box in the show. The live show on Wednesday you've got to watch. 1 p.m. Central Time. Every Wednesday. Pop in, make sure you check it out, because during the show we fill a box. Once you get to the correct dollar amount, just use the app, click the link, choose the correct size box, and you're good to go. Lots of savings live. Now that you've paid for your box, all you have to do is use the app, send me a chat message. Make sure that you include a list of everything you got and the price, even though your lot price will be cheaper. That way I can double check before I send your box and make sure you get everything.